Coming into Icebox, we're looking at two teams, Zoms versus Brazil, and who is it? No, I can't find it. The Saviors, that's correct. NA game, first of the tournament, I believe. Coming with the lock-in. Double Reyna's an Icebox, pretty interesting. Other than that, somewhat standard comps from the two of them. Other than the triple duelist comp. Dons versus Brazil on the defense versus Saviors on the offense. The defense pick is not great for the composition, right? You have the Harbor, you have the offensive Sage on this map. That's how it kind of works, right? And the triple duelist. Playing defense first is a little tough, especially compared to the somewhat better defense coming in from the Saviors. The offense, I would also favor a little bit more on Saviors as well for the Sova, making things just a little easier. Other than that, pretty standard wall. Takes off. Zoms versus Brazil. Blood. And now just trying to find what they can after getting a really illegal kill off on that Reyna. Everyone's stacked up on A. There's going to be a lot of stacking in this map from Brazil on the defensive side, I would expect. Taking in a 4-4. (4v4). Sova has bomb. Going on the A site. Wall is up. You have this Viper going really, really deep, trying to look for something. And finding it on the Neon. 3v4. Pistol round. Looking pretty good for Saviors. The question is does Zoms Loves Brazil come up with the comeback? They have the Sage Wall still, I believe. And they should have at least a good deal of utility from the two duelists. Sage low a little bit. Everyone fighting yellow, trying to just take down what they can and get this spike stick. Sova Dart coming up huge, taking them off. Bombs at half. Will he get it? Ooh, Zoms versus Brazil ends up taking the round back. Really fringe. Interesting round there. Real back and forth the whole way through. Which makes me wonder, like, how is this map going to go through the rest of the game, right? Here we have a really even pistol round. It should be that Zoms versus Brazil, right, after winning this pistol, is going to take, hopefully, the next round for sure, and maybe even the rifle round, round 3, right? But with a round like that and a semi-okay buy on the offense, it really can go anywhere. So I'm interested. Zoms versus Brazil actually not stacking up on the A site this round, right? They're not going for these 5v5 site holds and retakes, right? So it's a 2v5 here, right? Harbor hasn't yet pushed in. Reyna just trying to really hard to find what they can. Potter on the Reyna. But really, the Saviors are feeling really cautious. Trying not to give really anything. You can see the Sova walking up really cautiously, trying to find what they can without showing themselves too much. The Reyna fight still happening on A. Hydra versus Potter. Jay Wonton on the Reyna, stuck behind yellow.
30 seconds left.
Freaking out, Tad. Yeah, see, so here's this round flipping, right? Just a tad. You have the retake, right? 3v5. You know, red side Saviors coming in with the lighter buy than Zoms versus Brazil on the defense. And still coming out real well. Neon stuck behind yellow. Finding what they can. Finding a lot, apparently. Coming into the 1v1, taking out the fight, Spike. And he, Saviors, coming out, bringing this match 1-1 so far. So really, I mean, what's going to happen? I really don't know. This map is going to be crazy for the most part. It's going to be a half buy versus rifles. Probably. Zoms versus Brazil's Raze with the shorty. That's going to be real interesting. I wonder. Yeah, so they're stacking up on A again, right? A tends to be more of a safer hit. And it's easier to retake B on the defense, I find at least, than retaking A. It seems to be impossible sometimes.
One enemy remaining.
Zoms finding an AR. Not quite able to take it out, though. 2-1 in favor of Saviors. Yeah, really interesting map. I agree with Hydra. I don't even know what's happening. I'm having a hard time keeping track. I don't even know. Yeah, it seems to be this round's a little more favored into the B side. The Harbor probably just gonna stick it down mid and try and contest what might come. Doesn't look like the Reyna's gonna do anything though. Just plop this wall and maybe Harbor's gonna walk up and try and see if he can find really anything that might come. Although nothing's coming. On the B side, all 5 of them pushing. You have Jay on the Rays posted right up on yellow. Trying to find something illegal. Didn't really bring this into a 4v4. Spike down on Saviors. Coming in with a Harbor retake. Still going to be tough no matter what, though. Hydra can't find the 1v1. And Murcielago finds the 1. Not the 2, though. Lawnmower and the Sova trying to play the retake. Seems to not be able to get it, though. Maybe just get some guns. Can't, though. Bring this map 2-2. Really, really volatile game state right now, right? The economy can go quite either way. It should be rifle buys all the way. And even like past the economy, it doesn't really seem to matter how much, you know, one team buys or doesn't buy. It's moving this map. Potter fan. Well, I was gonna say Potter fan coming in, but he gets the buy from his teammate. He gets the Phantom. He did have the Stinger. Wondering what he would do with that. Picking up an A. Potter fan gonna come up with a 3v1. Let's see what you can find up on that A site. He finds one on the Jet. Can't take the Neon out. 4v4 still. Potter fan struggling to find it. Gets taken out. Loses his ultimate. Sick. Coming in with the 2K right there off the res. But they still have the Viper ultimate on the A site. J1 trying to find that Reyna. Gets fucked over by the dismiss. This is great. I can't quite tell you what's gonna happen this round, right? It's a lot of deagles coming in from Zoms versus Zomla's Brazil, right? But you know, does that mean this is really gonna favor itself towards saviors? Like, I don't think so. This map hasn't really shown itself to be that way, despite what any bit of watching Valorant or playing Valorant would tell you. I think this is still a 50-50 rounds, as much as it might not look like it on paper. Getting the trade out, utility on Savior, the Jet, taking out the Reyna blind. He using their ultimate, trying to find something. Sick as well, doing the same thing. I can't quite find it. The damage fall off on the Neon ultimate can be real tough sometimes. Key still moving around the map like a maniac, really trying to find something. In this 3v5. Gets the reset off. Zoms versus Brazil. What they're going to go for, I don't know. Probably going to look to take out guns and at least get some for their next rounds, but maybe not even. Whipping out their Deegs. Trying to find something clean. Jay on the Rays, trying to find one more gun to tick off, hurt their econ just a little bit more. Finds the Rays. Doesn't get mercy on the Sage. But overall, not an awful round. Not an awful round at all. Both teams taking these losses well and recovering from them, and bringing it back even harder the next round, right? So let's see what Zoms Loves Brazil has to do with this next round. Sick coming in with a really hard opening gambit, perhaps. Doesn't look like it anymore. Falls off the angle. Pretty broad take. Hydra walking up on Potter Fan. Walking up into kitchen. Can't find anything more, and now is looking at this possible B take, but now they seem to be going back A. They've done the smokes. Viper's down, and Zoms Brazil still has the Harbor alive. So they have a easier time with the retake, you would think, but because of the A site and how free it is right now, it might actually not end up being that way. Besides splitting the site a little bit with the Harbor wall. You can see Zoms Loves Brazil really finding a hard time getting into the site. The Reyna and the Sova still left. Sova playing far. And the Reyna sticking close. Let's see what type of post plant Lawnmower can come up with. He's got lineups? Wow, he does. The Sage Wall. Kind of screwing it over. And the Harbor Orb, I don't know what that was doing. Back and forth. See, Zoms versus Brazil takes these losses really well, right? Comes back in the next round even harder. Same thing with Saviors. As for this, I'm feeling a pretty even half, and once we get into the offense, we'll see what Zoms Brazil can come up with, right? Looking for a pretty spread out hit on the B. Jet and Reyna walking up mid, trying to find something. Gonna have that Reyna 1v1, of course. Seems to happen every round. Sick, taken out early. But the 2v4 might be tough for Saviors to come up with something here. But I don't doubt them. I have all faith. double with the spray. Neither of them find each other. Oh, it's a yellow. You have Lawnmower real deep. Real deep. Finding the one. Hopefully finding the second on site. Does not find a Harbor. Now we have double. Looking to win the round or at least take out some rifles. Everyone a little bit low, and of course has the Viper as the Vandal.
30 seconds left.
So this is quite winnable. With Zach like that, coming in with a 4K. Finishes off the round.
Stand tall. We are Valorant. We are fighters.
#1 Boar fan? Bjor? I don't know. Either or. Both teams looking up for a fat A stack, right? Zom's reading them really hard, perhaps. And Savior's just kind of going back to what's been working, right? Zach like that, coming in real deep. Trying to find Hydra. Finds him. Double, taken out. Key. Can't quite get the spray with the Stinger. You don't see a lot of rounds like that where the Stinger just doesn't instantly delete somebody for some reason. Mercy and Lawnmower probably trying to find some rifles right here, right? But it's probably going to be a bloodbath right here. Everyone's walking up contesting. Zach like that. Cautious for the Stingers. Pyrofan gets the double though. Is that collat?
Occupational hazards aside, I do love how much you travel.
Go.
Sick has been coming out really hard with these great picks early. When you don't see when you don't see Sick coming out with these opening kills, if he doesn't find one within the first 30 seconds, it seems like it's real easy for Saviors to get themselves onto a site and cement themselves. Potter fan always coming up with either the single or the clutch at the end. Really reliable player despite what his scoreboard is saying. So I'm blowing off the site. It's broken through and sprayed. Potter fan gets the one. Brings it down to a 3v2.
Last player standing.
Jay can't find the kill into the Reyna. If there's any player that can do this, it's Sick.
I'm out of here.
3/4 HP. Sprinting in.
My ult's ready.
Finds Hydra. Just gonna... Can't find the Sova. I saw the vision. We saw it. Just didn't come to light. Really disappointing. 5-5 tied up.
Right there.
How these next rounds go, right? We have the op on Jay. Probably going back to B long. For the most part, it seems rifle versus rifles. Whose econ's going to break first for the final round? We'll see. If Zoms loses this round, it will likely be a 5-7 half. But I mean, then again, I mean, yeah, I really don't know. Harbor taking up that space in the B long attack area, right? Not quite B long. What is this called? Alley? B lane. Really good for that. Using that wall, pushing up, taking that space. Bringing it down to a 2v4. The Jet and the Reyna still alive. These are the two agents you would want up, if anything, on this map in this situation. Key feeling like he could do anything. Trying to find just one little person out where they shouldn't be, where they shouldn't belong. But Zoms really just not wanting to show their hand too hard. Hydra kind of caught with his pants down right here. Whether you can find how many, gets out with the dismiss. Key trying to follow up.
30 seconds left.
on everything he just dragged in. Find one mid.
Enemy remaining.
Key finds the next. Brought it back from 4v2 to the 2v1. Can they get the spike down though? 11 seconds.
10 seconds left.
Might not have enough time. Jay holding, I don't know what with the op. Hydra getting the plant. Whether you can get it down just in time. 0.6. Jay has the boombot to clear out. Whether you can get deep enough or even like, you know, into a point where you can use it to begin with is another question.
Grenade! Bomb buddy out. Satchel out.
Gets deep enough. Uses the bot. Blast packs into yellow. His favorite spot, it seems. Shoots right through the legs on Key. 30 HP. Everyone's low. Key comes in. The right click. Brings the round back. 5 to 7. Zoms has a break-in. Zoms Brazil has a broken econ, it seems. But then again, I mean, buy up some stingers and some deagles, and really, it seems like it doesn't matter sometimes. Still coming up with 3 rifles, though. Finding the money for that. 3 rifles, statistically being all that really matters. The difference between a 3 rifle round and a 5 rifle round is just a small number of percentages in win rate and how even the game will be. But then again, you know, whether Zoms Brazil can come up with trades that make that percentage true and reliable is another question. Harbor walking up the wall, really just allowing him to illegally get there. Peeking the main. Finds the tap there. 50-50 hipfire vandal shot right there onto Hydra. On A side, it's an absolute duel. Key taken out. The Viper finding the ultimate, taking a good deal of A site, still leaving a lot for them to take. It is a 3v3 now. Parfan finds the Viper. Attack like that. Finding both of them. Bring this into a tied 6 to 6 half. Where does this go from here? I don't know. You know, if I make a guess, since Zoms Brazil just won the round, I say the Saviors are gonna win the pistol, and it's just gonna go back and forth till a tie game. Zoms Brazil coming up the easier rounds now, right? They have this really offensive comp, and they kept it tied up. So whether, you know, what they do with this offensive comp is to be seen, but hopefully they can break into Savior's somewhat weaker defensive side. Not as weak as theirs, but compared to most comps in this game, not quite the strongest of all time. Mercy gets the orb. Sick, looking to just explode on the site. What can he find? That's another question. Split site in half. Takes out Key. Llama with a great shock. Brings everyone low. Just Viper. On the defense. And what was that? Zoms Brazil coming in with the round 1 pistol. Breaking through these slightly easier defenses.
Here. Here. Here.
Fat stinger buy on the offense coming in from Zoms Brazil. Real light buy. Really, yeah, actually nothing coming in from Saviors. Just trying to look for the rifles in the next rounds. Mercy getting the orb, looking for that res, playing hard for this round 3, right? Sick, diving deep into sight, right? Really trying to have his way with whoever has the balls to challenge him, right? With the classic.
Last player standing.
Hydra with the shorty. Probably gonna find one funny little kill on the Sage. Yep. Gets the Spectre, taken out. Coming in with all their Spectres, Zombs Brazil, into the next round, right? So, still a good buy versus Vandals. I would expect Zombs Brazil to go onto the B site. Challenge there instead of this A site when they won't have any rifles, but truly, I don't know. The fat A stack for the most part on Saviors. The solo Sage hold on B. And it looks like just a regular default for the most part. Wow. Exactly like that, just laying the dart. Baiting it, I guess? I don't know. You know, actually fantastic bait, right? You can see the whole map transitioning to the B side as Zombs on the offense coming into the A. Takes the full site. Man, I thought Zach like that was throwing a little bit, just staring at that, but he actually baited the whole map to rotate. Hydra finding one. Doesn't find the other. It's two. Bring this to a 3v3.
Last player standing.
Hydra taken out. Key coming up. Hopefully the retake. Finding Zach like that, but not finding a kill. Now he does. Straight through the box. Wall coming down any minute now. 7 shots at the Vandal and Key. And he finds it with the retake. 8 to 7. Is that... Oh man. I don't have game audio. Couldn't hear the spike. 9 to 6. Unlucky. Let me see if I can fix that. Stream has ended. Ah, there we go. Alright, thank you. Observers. Fix my audio. Looks same as last time, same hit. Zach like that, maybe finding the bait again. Coming up at this wall early. Trying to fake it onto B. Whole map rotates once again, just completely falls for it. Jet blows dash, going full onto this this B take. Sick. Diving all in onto this A take. Finds himself real deep. I think Sick has a phantom. So just trying to cement himself in the back of the map. Double finding the Spectre though. The Spectre Stinger. Bring this into a 2v5. Hydra is the 1. Can't find the 2. Key does though. No abilities though. What can Key find? Heading up the ropes to challenge this. Gets it. Has the dash, has the knives. Doesn't find the harbor. 10 to 6 in favor of Zombs Brazil.
Everyone feeling good? Because you look great.
Going to be a pretty standard setup for the most part for Zombs Brazil. For themselves at least. The Viper wall cutting off the A this time around. I don't think they've been doing that previous rounds. I wonder if I wonder if Double literally just looked it up on YouTube how to do that. Round starts, showing themselves nothing, right? Zombs Brazil. Savior is kind of questioning what's going on. Mercy was off yellow. Trying to get the 1 lane fights. Sees 1. Backs off. Finds the harbor ult. And decides to just bail off site. Lawnmower really obstructed by that wall. Harbor being a really strong pick on this map. I don't have an opinion yet of who's stronger, Harbor or Viper on this map. It seems pretty even for the most part. But we'll have to see when this Sao Paulo lock-in comes in, what teams are favoring and what teams are winning with on Icebox. Zach like that, takes the ace, finds both of them. Easy round, 11-6, Zoms Brazil. Great ace on the Harbor. Coming in fat with a 24-8 score. 5 out of 7 on the ult. Looking real good. Sick and Zach, just absolutely massive. Coming in clutch for each other. These two are such a good duo, it seems like. So, you know, teams in the future, if you're looking at who to be scared of, it would be Sick and Zach. You know, try and find one. Pick one, and the other seems to struggle a little bit in these rounds. Mercy. Trying to stick on the Sage, just find what they can. And Sick, just diving in totally hard on every site. Always getting himself real deep and making himself a problem in the back end of A site every single round. 2v2. Zach and Potter Fan versus Mercy and Double. I think Mercy's gonna come up with a clutch right here. I think Mercy's gonna find Potter right here.
One enemy remaining.
And Zach's gonna be taken out. Yep, here we go. Man, I'm like a genie or something. 11-7. Question is, what can Saviors do with this round, right? I think the econs should be pretty... it should be a full buy for Saviors. And, wow, you know, actually, Zoms Brazil looking broker than I thought they would. I thought they would have a lot of surplus money. Maybe these rounds have been tighter than I thought. 11-7. Rifles versus rifles. Key likely gonna go and pick up a... I don't know what Key's gonna do, actually. I thought Key was gonna go find an ult orb, but Key's kind of just sitting in the back of mid with a classic. Again, the Zach like that baits B, everyone goes A strategy. Kind of interesting how it's working out every round. I wonder how Zoms Brazil would think they would find if they went double Viper Harbor instead of triple duelist. I think they would find themselves a lot better on these fakes, actually. Maybe even just going with the Harbor and a what's it called? Omen. That's the agent. Taking out the 2v2. Zoms Brazil lit up a little bit. Not the same for Saviors. Getting the revive. Gets taken out by Sick almost instantly. Bjor sticking it. Hydra finding himself in the back of the map. Getting faked out. Bjor just like, what a sneaky little bastard this round. But gets taken out by a fat flick on Hydra. A round with 1 second left. Bjor is sneaky. Couldn't be found the entire round, it seems. And that was a really great flick on Hydra. I don't even know how he hit that. As for buys, looking pretty mixed for the most part on Zoms Brazil. Pretty decent. Coming up with the knives on Key. We're looking to buy an off, it looks like, on this Jet. So it's basically, effectively, rifles versus rifles. Savior's coming in with the double locking down A site for the most part with the ultimate. What do they do now is a different question.
Shocking! Shocking!
Sick. Deep on A side again. Double gets the single on the Reyna, taking out Parfan. Zach with the ultimate. With the ultimate taking out Sight, and Double finds themselves all the way back in like the middle of nowhere, taken out by taking out by Bjor. Getting the res on Sick. As for Hydra, just sitting in the back, trying to find anything. It looks like it's mostly going to be a rotate from both teams onto B, full reset. Although, maybe Zoms Brazil is just really trying to fake them out and find a bait. Bring this into a 2v4.
30 seconds left.
Sova peeking, finding nothing. Hydra still in the back of A. Sick, brings out the wall. Late into the round. Hydra trying to just find what they can. Finds nothing. Lawnmower getting creeped up on. But Mercy taking out the assassin. Here again we have that's Bjor again, posted up in the back of the map. Just sneaky illegal criminal. Zach like that and Sick, posted up, covering each other's angles.
Enemy remaining.
Finding Mercy. Lawnmower in the 2v1. It's taken out by the Deeg. 11-8. Zoms Brazil.
Match point.
You're so close I can taste it. Come on.
Match point. As for what the hit's gonna be, I have no clue. It's not gonna be a B fake, it seems. Exactly like that. Taking up the middle of the map. Maybe they're just gonna go straight run at mid. As for Saviors, like hard stacking onto A, right? Cementing themselves. Or maybe not. It looks like they're taking a decent bit of mid control. And Zoms Brazil is just straight booking it up B. Trying to look Mercy walls, trying to look for these yellow fights. Bringing this into a 4v4. No Sage, no Neon.
Spike planted.
Spike down. Zoms Brazil. Key. Trying to find something illegal. Can't though. Hydra. Lighting things up. Lawnmower. Finding a lot of them. Everyone's posted up behind yellow. Lawnmower now knows this. Hydra just sticking their crosshair. Right at yellow. Trying to find something. Lawnmower coming in with the clutch. 11-9. Sorry, 12-9. Maybe I just can't read. Pretty interesting round. Big duels coming in. Especially on yellow. to 11. Zach like that. Slowing down a little bit. Hydra keeping up the pace. Lawnmower pulling up just a little bit. I think depending on how much information the Sova gets and when is really how these rounds are being decided right on this offense, is when the Sova finds something with a dart and where. Big stacks A, find nothing on the scan. End up rotating a little bit onto this B side, but still holding themselves. J getting lit up. Mercy with the Phantom, hopefully not peeking this angle. Real risky with the Phantom. J coming in with the shorty, finds 11 damage on the Reyna, healed instantly. As for this possible mid push, Mercy running up, trying to look for the counter. Hopefully finding more than one, gets two. Not quite the three. Sick books it, gets the rifle, and dives back into mid, finding Harbor. Trying to just play it safe. As for what's going on the map, right? Savior's pretty spread out. Taking the numbers. trying to play audio for the most part, I figure. Know where people are, and just probably play for a retake off just knowledge. Hydra, real sneaky. Can't find Zach like that. Zach like that, just ignoring him and sticking the sticking the plant. The Chad Zach like that. As for the Chad Key, gets the double, bringing us to a 12-10 round. These games really hinging on, you know, how well of a take Zach like that sets up, and how many frags sick like that can sick can get on the neon, just throwing themselves into the back of sight. They're pinging to clear B site. No one on yellow. Pretty weak hit with the Sage. Not quite rotating all that yet because they are worried about the fake. Jay bringing up with the rocket to get the 4v4 back even again. Jay in a spot where no one expects him to be. Possibly finding something on this Reyna. Timings by Hydra. That's so unfortunate. Key looking to get up on this wall and just peek. They all peek at the same time. Hopefully they don't get burned down. And that's exactly what happens.
One enemy remaining.
Zach like that. And Potter fan playing for the round. Hopefully Hydra finds the one. I think Potter fan's gonna end up getting this kill right here. Bring it down. 13-10. First map of the whole event. Pretty good, pretty unexpected. Really volatile game state. Very interesting. Fantastic, actually. Zach like that, real MVP, I think. Sick with some fantastic entries, though.